Hello, Mark Donegan, self-healing practitioner and educator. Basically, just an update. Jumped on here for Greg, my buddy. Asked me how I was doing, so I know he'll probably check this video. How I'm doing? Yeah, it was market day, and I actually was able to get out. Actually, I didn't think I was going to be able to get out because of not being able to walk anymore. It's just the symptoms of spinal injuries can uh, they're unstable. That's what they write in my records. Unstable. It sounds like a mental thing, and it probably is. But no, it's structural. Because yeah, I've had idiots coming up to me telling me how to heal myself, and I'm like, dude, you know better than five fucking neurosurgeons that I've already seen. Fuck you. So it is what it is. Um, but yeah, I made it to market despite lack of mobility in my left side, my left leg. It's weird because I can bike like hell. Yeah, I can spin really well, and that's what I'm keep doing for my aerobics is spinning on a bicycle machine. And I laid off riding, try to take it easy on my spine a little, but I rode like hell today. And so, and I would usually say we'll see, but I already know the repercussions of this on my spine. The worst it's going to happen is it'll get swollen and sore for a couple of days, no biggie. And probably not even that lately with the training that I've been doing, different, more relaxed, but still at a pace, and asking for help, getting help. Um, so, anyways, my surgery was not canceled but postponed and indefinitely, well, kind of indefinitely until my newly found blood problem is treated. It's not fully diagnosed yet. It's it's like a blood cancer. They got to find out if it's a temporary situation or a long-term situation. And blood thinners of one type or another. I guess there's multiple types. They can go up or down. They got to figure out when I am. And yeah, I see shithead doctor money for that. I'm just pissed at doctors. One canceled on a procedure for my stomach on Friday, and he rescheduled it for this next Friday, and I needed that bitch because, like I said, I can barely move my left side. It goes all the way up to my chest now. It's comical. It's actually freaking comical. Um, and that's really about it as far as my medical situation. It's all I'm in limbo. So in the meantime, I'm trying to live life and uh, decided to do market, and I was just gonna go ride my bike there carefully, and which is what I did, and hang out, and turned into a long ass day. And the only thing I was focused on was doing some body work on my buddy, my best friend now, and because I knew he needed that body work. So, anyways, I did it, and it's like I'm sitting here now. I just got home and I'm treating myself to a rock star because man, I cracked out on this dude. Not many people can accept body work in that level. You have to have some. You have to relax and breathe, basically, but it helps you have breathing techniques, and this guy has multiple levels of that. So, um, yeah, I hope he drinks a lot of water because the amount of toxins I dumped loose was dramatic. Moved about every level of his spine. And, right there in the park, man, the way I love doing that shit, right on the ground. And busted loose all of my energy, just all the way through to the core. And I couldn't have done that work unless I'd been injured the way I'm injured, to tell you the truth. I don't know anybody else is going to have that intimate knowledge of the interior spine and how to move it when you're in there, moving it, feeling it, as I do, because of what I told people today was my whole workout this morning. I moved just about every vertebrae, even though I didn't want to. And as I was doing it, I was picturing working on this guy already. I was framing it in my mind. How was he going to do this properly at each level? And I told him that before I worked on him. I said, dude, I pictured this shit this morning, so we're about to do it. And yeah, it was fucking good. And to me, that's what life's worth all about. I mean, when it's getting in this really heavy pain stuff again forever, and unknown diagnosis is forever. The fact that he's still breathing just counts for something. So excuse me while I suck on this thing. Damn, I earned that shit. So yeah, man, in places doctors don't know, and I'm okay with it more than I've ever been. It's tripping me out. And of course, I have plenty of meds now. It's just like I'm not taking them. I mean, I'm taking them, but same rate I always took them before. So that's I have opiates mixed in now, to be honest and upfront, and I'm doing that like twice a week. I don't know. I can do that twice a week for a few months before I run out or they cut me off, or I don't think they're gonna ever cut me off. Well, at least not until I stabilize, which is gonna be a fuck ton long time. That's why I'm watching those fucking opiates. I don't think I'll ever increase the dose. And as far as that goes, I might as well dump this information out there because nobody's gonna talk about this kind of shit. I mean, everyone knows they load up in your system, and you get addicted or opiate tolerant or whatever your fucking term you want to put on it. I don't fuck those terms. I'm dealing with reality now. So reality is every time I take a fucking single dose of this stuff, it slows down my bowels. I feel that heavy because I got bowel troubles already. Not that it stops me up. It's actually good for me. It feels good because my bowels are in constant motion. So that's actually a good aspect for me. But just one dose. And then I can't take it late at night because it will keep me up because it makes you feel good. And then that fucks your sleep cycle. People wonder why the sleep cycle's fucked. It's because you're taking pain meds too late in the day and you're not tiring yourself out, as I've always talked about. And you got to stay aerobic during all these times. You got to keep your cardio in. As I've always said, 20 minutes at least, minimal. More is better. So, anyways, the half-life on opiates is strong, especially if it's a kind of an adulterated opiate with lots of buffers in it. I get straight morphine, and that's the reason why. Because I know, and I've told them and taught them, those buffers, they load up in your system and keep you loaded up longer, the half-life in your body. So it's about 3 days. And for me, what happens is that one dose, again, it's a very dramatic experience. Often it will put me down if I'm in a heavy state of pain, which is what it's made for. They will disagree. Some say take your pain med before you go do PT. I totally disagree with that. I think you will hurt yourself doing that. You take it after, but you don't take it late in the day. I mean, if you're old and you can't move across the room, then yeah, like my grandma, then yeah, you take it so you can move across the frickin' room. But that's heavy levels that most people will never understand. So anyways, yeah, it stays in the system for 3 days and probably longer, but 3 days heavy is what they call a half-life, where it's actually still messing with your endorphins. And so that's what I want to get to is endorphins. Every time I take one of these things, I know it's killing my endorphins. And we all know that. It replaces them. So, like, it works when it's supposed to work. And then, like, the next day, I have, like, a fog that I'm still in that feels good to my body, actually, if you pay attention to these things. But it's not right. And actually, my thinking is a little slower, too. Not right. And then, like, the third day, I will have a return of the pain. Hey, Greg, you should watch this one. Anyways, yeah, I have a return of the pain. I'll feel the opiates going out, which is a good thing. And you know what I mean for me, because I want to cycle. And then like on that fourth day, they're pretty much gone. And that's usually well on that third and fourth day, I usually start kicking in doing things to kick my endorphins off. And again, that's why I say aerobics because um, it's heavy in all the literature I've been reading, both with when you're taking pain medications and many illnesses, and all the illnesses, you want to kick your endorphins off every day. Hey, Greg, I was just talking about pain meds and my medical situation. I pretty well covered the horn already before you dropped in. That's kind of done. Yeah, it was market day. Did a lot of riding on my bike. Worked on my buddy Kevin in the park. Well, you know, it's YouTube. You can always watch it. Pretend I'm live. But yeah, I worked on my buddy in a park in a way that I've never worked before. I mean, it was full tilt, full fucking tilt. Had all my body and gravity and energy all fucking aligned. I wish I could work. I wish I had clients to work on that way all fucking day long, just to see how long I can do it. I mean, I would have to take breaks. Yeah, I saw. That's why I jumped on here. I wouldn't have made a video unless you'd said, "How you doing?" So it's kind of like a diary video. No, no. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about what we're doing, living the way we are. We're just an example to others every day that we breathe, and we don't even know it. People, people, they don't say it to us, but they see us struggling along, and it instills spirit in them. And I finally fucking got that. I got it. Alexis kept telling me, I didn't have to do anything, and I didn't understand what she meant. I really didn't understand what she meant until recently. We don't have to do a damn thing except breathe and live and be happy. And that in itself is a fucking accomplishment. And then, like you said, that's our, that's our, that's us being a healer. Just going around and not bitching about it and finding our way through it with a smile. And to me, and I was talking to somebody today, about all my issues, and I'm for the first time when I'm doing that, it came out a good thing because I explained to them that the challenge is what makes it intriguing. And I've been noticing that with a lot of when I speak to doctors, they ask me, "How can you be so upbeat?" And I said, "Man, it's just you gotta fucking sit back and look at this shit and go, damn, it's fucking interesting." So yeah, my medical situation's off the books again. uh, Blood platelet disorder. I got too many of them. I said, "Isn't too many of them good? Does that mean I heal fucking quicker?" And they said, "No, that's probably going to give you a stroke and kill you." And I said, "Is that what happened to me last month?" And they said, "Well, shit, I'm not really sure." And then, like, I didn't want to push that because I already know because they've done this to me before. If they think you had a stroke, they go fucking doing all kinds of scanny thingies on you that I don't want done no more. I had more scanny fucking thingies done on me in the last year than anybody I've ever met. Fucking nuts off the hook. And I guess I ain't done because now the surgery postponed. By the time I get to that bitch, we're gonna have to retake everything. Yeah, not really fucking happy with doctors right now. But yeah, I see a VA hematologist on Monday online, and he'll at least explain the blood test to me. I hope, and I'm hoping he'll prescribe medication and balance out my freaking platelets so I can tell the surgeon I'm good to go. One step after another. I was talking to this one lady. She said, "Mark, man, your whole fucking life's a complication." I said, "No fucking shit. You're finally getting it, huh?" But yeah, I went. You got VA doctors or private doctors? I mean, it's like it depends on me. I'm having to use both them suckers because w- civilian doctors won't do certain things, and the VA doctors won't do nothing. Some other things. Yeah, that's the other thing. They fucking don't give you enough time. Oh, VA. Oh, no wonder, man. Huh. Yeah, my VA GP, she's a nice enough lady, but because of the way they've structured things, she's freaking she can't do things, and then they're told not to refer patients in the VA. I don't know if you know that, but general practitioners are told they are not really allowed to refer you to specialty care unless you have a really damn good valid reason. And with the VA, it's usually only because they're looking for certain kind of patients, as you know, with the pain group. So yeah, and then you flip it on the civilian side, and you get good care, and generally you do from the doctors if you ever get to them. And their front desks and their offices will kill you. Yeah, well, you should use Medicare. You should have like I do. I mean, they both sides hate me, but I have full teams of civilian and VA doctors, and I use them interchangeably. They got nice to me about it because I finally got all their records all hooked together, and I got them all talking to each other like personally, and they're all being like different with me about it. They're all like, "Cool, Mark, whatever fucking gets you through the system quickest, or whichever system pieces is what we want." And, you know, yeah, because I don't know. Two doctors have told me I should just go over to the freaking emergency room again and just get this blood thing dealt with because you get to see a hematologist immediately, probably. And yeah, but I can't. I, I just wait until Monday to see this guy. So I'm been holding out for that. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck over there and not get out until they figure shit out. So yeah, that's about it. Just kicking back on my rock star, heavily earned by working on my buddy, walking and juicing and sleeping. Well, that's all. That's all there is. That's all you need in life, really. I mean, so if you're gonna walk, it's just like me. I can't really walk much anymore, but I can ride, and just that fucking little bit of freedom. Yeah, it's gotten pretty dramatic about the walking. I can only do. I mean, I haven't pushed it. I don't want to find out what my limit is. But yeah, I just went down to the store, and it's not even a long block. And freaking, by the time I was saying it on the way back, God damn, I wish I was home. A couple miles, good man. That's way good. I mean, I'm not downing on myself because I remember this was long ago, about 3 years ago, when I started my heavy workout regimen, and I was really watching things. I still am watching everything, it's just not like I was then. I started with blocks, you know what I mean? And it literally was. It started out with one block, and then I remember what it was. It was this dude in a walker that was like 10 years older than me and overweight and everything. Look, he had diabetes and shit, and he was fucking going around the block on the walker, the same block, right? So I was watching this fucker do this, and I just kept saying to myself, "Motherfucker, am I gonna let this guy fucking outdo me?" And I'm like, "Hell no!" That's when I started, and I started. I'm pretty much on the same block he did. I just circled that bitch a couple of times for weeks, and I was just telling somebody else the story. It was an in-home health worker that did that too, and she did what they, say is illegal. She's supposed to work for her money, but she would come in and just talk to me, or she'd take me out for a ride, or what she started doing was saying, "Let's go for a walk." Just kept pushing me and pushing me. And at that time, I was in so much pain, I did not want to get the fuck up. But this girl was pretty, so I decided I wanted to start going for walks with her. And that and the old man, between the two of them, that was it. I was back into life just because I didn't want people crushing on me. I think also that girl being pretty, I've noticed it here with other older dudes. They get old and they don't even think like they ever be with a woman, so they just get used to that and say, "Well, fuck it, I'll just be like me, a snotty old man." It's like, nah, dude. There's a lot of old women out there. Get yourself in shape. You know, I mean, that's what I've told a couple dudes here when I first met them. They're completely in shape now. It's like, dude, you couldn't even fuck anybody. Like, why are you even worrying about it? You would die. Get in shape, brother. Oh my God, that was so funny, my buddy. That's why he's my buddy. We're standing there in his stall, and this woman walked by. I mean, she walked straight up to me, I couldn't move, and her boyfriend was right there, and he gave me a bad look, and he should have, cause, and anyways, this lady was just, oh no, she was heavily buff, and you could just tell she would kill you. And I just looked at my buddy and I said, "Look at that shit, she will kill you." He looked at me, oh my God. I mean, she looked like kind of woman, and I told him, I said, she'd throw you against one wall, pick you up, throw you against the other wall. And when you were done, she'd start kicking on you and say, "Give me more." That's what I love marketing, man. I'll tell you what. It was funny as hell. Me and him been caught plenty of times standing there. Oh hell, well, kinda. It's been a while. After market, we smoke spliffs. My buddy's homegrown tobacco, and of course it's harvest time right now. Oh my God, the spliff he pulled out! I took one hit off that goddamn thing. Yeah, I got some tolerance, but damn, I started to fall backwards, man. My buddies were looking at me like, "Damn, we know that's good." March is almost baked on us. Oh, I love dabs. Can't afford this stuff anymore. I used to. It was my treat. And then I can't smoke inside here, so I can't dab. I have to be discreet. But yeah, dabs are nice and potent. But dabs are mostly, and all this stuff's mostly THC. I'm looking for CBD, and you can't find it. You seriously can't find it. You go into any of these clubs, and you're only going to find a couple brands of CBD of any potency, like edibles mostly, but you won't find any weed. None, zero CBD. They'll you walk in after CBD weed, and they'll go, "Oh yeah, we got it." And you go over there and you look at it, and about the highest potency they got is like 3-4% CBD. I just start laughing. I'm like, dude, you're freaking nuts. I had a friend that grew 100%. It was not like tested out as 97% CBD. Oh, I definitely got the room, dude. And my buddy D, he said he's coming by maybe next weekend, gonna stay, 'cause yeah, I don't have anything to sleep on. It's my problem. I got plenty of room, nothing to sleep on, so I need to come up with a mattress and just something I can flop out in this place. But yeah, you're definitely welcome to San Diego. I wouldn't want to go down there. I wouldn't. That would just the memories. And then, of course, my brother's family lives down there, and I just wouldn't want to even be down there. We are estranged. Not as kids so much. No, I don't even have a couch. I know it's like a bummer thing. It's like I told you the old man thing. I don't even have a woman thing to bring them here to do anything on. I turned old. I got my lazy boy, and I'm good to go. My computer screen right in front of me. People walk in here and laugh. Oh, Jesus, Mark. Oh, your family's down there. Cool. Yeah, it's getting to be that time, isn't it? Holidays. My daughter's rebuilding my dad's house, and they're they're stroking to get it done by Thanksgiving, which would be a miracle because my dad only died last year. So in 1 year's time, they rebuilt the damn thing. I mean, serious money, serious money and serious rebuilding too. My son-in-law is awesome on a tractor or whatever he's got, backhoe. He's one of those guys like to play on machines, and they rent them and borrow them whenever they can to do the work up there. But they regraded the entire property like it should have been, and fireproofed it. Just amazing amount of work. And my daughter right now, they're putting all the interior in. The floors just got put in. The paint's done. The floors are done. So all the interior's getting stacked in, and then it'll be done. Hopefully, my daughter and my son-in-law dumped their entire, um, what do you call it? Equity from the home that they owned before into this home. All right, man. Thanks for checking in on me. Thanks for making me make the video. I know I'm supposed to make them more. I love you, brother. Take care. If you're gonna stop by, no trouble. Just let me know. I'll come up with something to sleep on.